want to know who I am? Folks call me the Bone Man. Ain't my real name, but it's the one that stuck. Tonight on Requiem Radio, we go behind the curtain into a dressing room that smells of grease paint, blood, and a very controversial opera. When composer Alban Berg wrote the opera Lulu, he included a disturbing scene between the heroine and the infamous Jack the Ripper. This story is about a soprano who sang a little too close to the edge, and the man who heard her last note still echoing through time, and it's called Final Song in Whitechapel.
I rented the room on a dare. It was tucked along a grey courtyard in Whitechapel, a wedge of urban rot clinging to the gherkin's shadow. It was a forgotten flat above a butcher's shop with soot-blackened windows and a smell in the walls like old blood. The listing said, historically significant, but it didn't say why. Oh, but I knew. In 1937, a brilliant soprano from Vienna named Irma Roth had lived there, briefly after performing the title role in Alban Berg's controversial opera called Lulu at Covent Garden. The production was cancelled in scandal after only 2 performances, but Irma Roth never went back home. Instead, she moved into that flat and slit her own throat in front of the kitchen mirror. No note, no explanation. Just a pool of blood and a half-hummed aria. They said the role consumed her. I knew all about the story, and I should have known better than to move in. The first few days were uneventful. I worked nights digitizing old opera manuscripts for a university archive. In the early mornings, I'd wander the streets humming that same broken, chromatic phrase from Lulu under my breath. But on the 7th night, I started hearing the music not through speakers, but coming through the walls. It was a phrase at first, then a writhing, spiraling theme. It was dissonant, beautiful, and unfinished. The kitchen turned cold. And when I turned off the light, that's when I saw her. Not clearly at first, just a shimmer. Pale shoulders beneath a velvet cloak and hair powdered white. She was standing by the stove beneath the old mirror. She didn't move, just watched. The next day, I brought home recordings of Lulu. I thought maybe the music could settle her or perhaps explain her. I played the final scene, the London scene, the Whitechapel scene, the Jack the Ripper scene, over and over. By this point in the opera, the once radiant Lulu was reduced to a streetwalker. Berg never finished that act, but the reconstruction is brutal. Jack the Ripper waits in the alley and Lulu walks directly into her own ending. She always dies. Every time. And every time I played it, the ghost became more clear. She mouthed the lines in sync with the soprano, but no sound came out. Just cold on my neck. I stopped playing the music, But it kept playing anyway. It was playing itself somehow. I'd hear it beneath the floorboards, Berg's 12-tone row, mutated and climbing in and out of itself like a serpent. Then the dreams began. I'd be standing under a flickering lamp on Hambury Street, dressed in black, holding a razor in one hand, with a beautiful voice humming behind me. Always the same, always waiting for her to arrive. And one night, I woke up with blood on my hands that was not mine. The final night, she pointed out the window toward a fogged alley beyond Commercial Street. I followed, but I don't know why. London peeled away as I walked and the modern city dissolved. I was somewhere else with wet cobbles beneath my boots and a gaslight hissing overhead. And there he was, Jack. Tall hat, long coat and a blade glinting beneath the lamp. He didn't move. He didn't have to. She was behind me. Lulu, Roth, or whatever she had become, whispering. Now you sing the final scene. I don't even remember getting home, but I woke in my bed, drenched in blood. The mirror was shattered, and scratched into the wall in what looked like rusted wire were 6 words. I am Lulu. You are Jack. I left immediately. The flat still sits empty. No one stays long. The rent's cheap, but the mirror never stays clean. It fogs with the breath of 2 people, even when you're alone. And if you ever play that opera at midnight, you might hear 2 voices sing. One voice is pleading, the other voice is laughing, and one of them is yours.
You've been listening to Requiem Radio, where music bleeds into the supernatural. And that was Final Song in Whitechapel. Ain't every song meant to be finished. And some roles you keep on playing long after the curtain falls. Again and again and again. Ain't gonna be no more tonight. Y'all rest easy. And don't let the dark drive you home.